for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Round 80. 53 at the mic. You don't want this. Undercrush.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go. And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handled it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
5 wide. 53 is mine. Let's go, D.
On play action, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Here we go with Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. On the move to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. Oftentimes, your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Watch tight end.
Here's Allen. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught left side, Williams. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards, and the Bills' first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable able to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Adams. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Buffalo.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check. 56. Mike, 56.
Jackson to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
First down, Bills.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. To the air, Allen taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From midfield, here's Allen. On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
319. All 52. Half. 53. Mike, 53.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
And here's Allen throwing again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Texans scoop it. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Texans get a bit closer. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the ground, this is Williams. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Charlie. Check.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 41, Allen, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. He finds his target, Fuller. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, watch the flat, watch the flat.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. And
the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On play action, Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans cut into that lead. Santos for the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go!
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On second and a couple, Jackson able to get away. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The tackle there by Eli Harold. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Record.
To throw again, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On 1st down, Adams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, here's Adams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.